Welcome to Difficult Conversation Africa broadcast. I present to you the host, Yinka Olaito.
What is the cost of success on our mental health? Does burnout count? Do we just want to make money without considering our health and stability of our own life? About a week ago, I read about a CEO who was so concerned about success, but wanting to meet the deadline. A lady, for that matter, a young woman around 35, between 40, and she was so obsessed with her work that her family was suffering, and she wanted to do everything just to justify herself as the position. She was running like that for 2 or 3 years until one day she completely broke down while she was traveling, and they had to lift her to hospital, and that's when she realized she's pushing too much pressure on herself. Recently, a young lady also was carried away by her desire to be established, to have good grade, and to have success merged together. Unfortunately, at what cost? At the cost of burnout. And today we're looking at what is the cost of success for most of us in this generation. We want to examine basically burnout generation. How do we redefine success? What are the issues that are important beyond the money? Burnout or mass. In this, we are looking at burnout or mass. What are the things that we need to watch out for? And as usual, I will give you the background, more information about what we're discussing before I will now introduce my guest. It is a fact today that pressure is loud, expectations are everywhere, but our mental health is not a side note. It is a foundation of everything that we want to do. It's also known that across many societies, and particularly in high pressure environments, success is often narrowly defined: academic excellence, prestigious job, money, what is in your bank, and all of that. Young people and professionals alike find themselves navigating intense academic competition or certain job market and many other. This episode explores the hidden psychological cost of expectation. How does that affect our mental health? How does it reflect in our life? It also look at the weight of trying to become and the cost of such in our pursuit and pressure in life. More importantly, the episodes also look at or borders on how can people protect their mental well-being and pursuing growth, purpose, and stability at the same time. My guest today is a mental health nurse who had been in the industry for long, who had witnessed what it is to be to make success and how it affects their mental health. Her name is Oyewole Oluwakemi, Mrs. Oyewole. Welcome to the show, Mrs. Oyewole Oluwakemi.
Good afternoon, sir.
Thank you for joining us on this. As you have listened to the background, the essence of what you want to say. So we go straight to the discussion today. And the first question I want to ask you is this: when does healthy ambition turn into unhealthy pressure? And how can people recognize the difference?
Um, I'm going to talk about healthy ambition, and then I'm going to talk about unhealthy pressure. So, and then
Okay.
merge it together so that you can know the difference. Healthy ambition is something that comes within you that gives you satisfaction. Is like an intrinsic motivation, like it is what you have passion for, what you know that even when you are asleep, someone wakes you up that do this and you are able to do it with utmost satisfaction. In healthy ambition, you need to, there is always fulfillment, self-fulfillment. There's always self-satisfaction when you are doing what you feel like doing. It's just like waking you up to do what you love most. Is not going to feel to you like a job, but it's going to feel to you like you're having fun while doing what you love most. and it as well brings in money. And now let's move into unhealthy pressure. Unhealthy pressure is like the other side of healthy ambition. Unhealthy pressure can come from anywhere and can give you a disorientation about who you are. For instance, our parents, our families, that's where we come from. And when you come from families, you are nurtured there, they expect you, the families have roles and rules that they play in an individual's life. So bringing the two together, when your family don't see tend to move you to the direction you don't want to go to. They tend to tell you you have to do this. This is what we expect. These are the family rules. These are the family expectation, which does not conform to your own ambition. Does not conform to what makes you happy, to what you do to make you give you satisfaction. Then it begins to drain you, stress you, and this can make you stay off guard. Do you understand me? And most
Okay.
especially, and more so, our culture, our society, for instance, there was a patient that I know some years ago. The father is a medical doctor, a renowned medical doctor in Nigeria. But then the family wants him to be, as the only son of the family, they want him to be a medical doctor just like the father, so that he can take over
You can carry on the
the
business of the
the
family.
legacy. Yes, but then this guy has birth disorders. There are some,
Wow.
when the mother was giving birth to him, there are some mistakes that went wrong, and then it does not make him function normally. The father kept pushing and pushing. This gave him so much stress, and to make things worse, the cousin who is about same age with him was a medical doctor, and he was yet to even finish from a university. So this combined together gave him so much pressure that makes him feel overwhelmed, and then he broke down. So merging our healthy ambition, when our healthy ambition turns into unhealthy pressure, the family, the society, and the people involved, and it does not
Yeah.
give such person the ability to grow. The person will not feel motivated to grow, he will not be excited to do. Even if you say I should do what I don't like doing, if you put me, even in health, I don't like some part of health. As a mental health nurse, I don't like some other part of health. I mean, you want me to foster my energy on it, I won't grow. So such there will be withdrawal and lot of things which can bring, and most often with our youth, they often come down with depression, and this has
All right.
affected
All
a
right.
lot of things.
Thank you. Thank you for the feedback. And the first thing you mentioned was that of um, LD ambition, and then you talk about unhealthy ambition. You relate it to the parental control, but I also believe that unhealthy ambition may not be from the parent alone. It can also come from society, friend, and all of that, which is really fantastic. So now we're going to analyze more on the parental issue, because the parent side of it is really the major thing. You must be a lawyer. You must be this, and in me, there's nothing like that. So the question I'm asking you: how do parental and societal expectation influence person's sense of identity and self-worth?
um our parents, most especially during our own generation, they have some expectations from us. There are some parents that they were unable to fulfill life expectations, and then they tend to put more pressure on their children, on the youth, that because I did not do this, you must do it, you must get it, you must do it. And our society nowadays are not even helping. You see, The funniest thing is that your neighbor, that pastor's daughter that you think is doing well, might not be doing well as you think. But your parents will be watching you that you are doing so well academically, physically, and they will start comparing. And the issue of comparison has really brought so many youths to be, has really brought so much stress on our youth. Depression and anxiety are just order of the day for them. They really want to meet up, they really want to catch up, they really want to fulfill the societal expectation, the family beliefs. They want to force themselves, they want to squeeze themselves in. Meanwhile, it does not align with what they find fulfillment with. It does not align with how they get fulfillment, how they get purpose in life. So this actually give them a setback, and then you start seeing them feeling lonely, feeling depressed, feeling anxious, feeling angry unnecessarily, like they don't just want to talk about anything, because when they say they want to talk, they will be like, what do you want to tell me? Most especially the family. Can you see so son? She is now a graduate from the university. And most times the people they are comparing them with are not as good as their own children. People, the community as well will be like, your father was once a so person in the community. You are supposed to carry on the legacy. The society as well will be like, we know when he was born, we know when he went to school. We're expecting that by now he should be in the university. What is happening? What is going on? But not knowing that um our ability to carry on things are quite different from each other.
Mm.
The what I can hold is quite different from what you can hold. Even as
Yeah.
my own age, people of my age, what they can go through, the stress they can go through is quite different from what other people of my age can go through. I usually say something that most times people feel that when you are 30, you should have at least so thing. You should have your own house, you should have your car, you should have your family. And when you are 30 and you are not fulfilling that, it will be as if you have not achieved anything in life. Meanwhile, you have a good job, your business is prospering, you are doing well physically and mentally. Those are things that should be celebrated as well. But our community, our society are not just having it with us. And family as well, they feel that those things that they will expect you to do at some particular age must be fulfilled before they can say you have achieved something in life. Achievement is quite different from each other.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate that because see, well, I used to have. I was in our last short episode. I was sharing how about 10 or more years ago, I was feeling like a useless person because I was so bitter that I was only adding age and number, and that I have not achieved anything until one of my friends who had done all these things passed away right in my eyes. And the question is, are you not sure that there's a reason why you are here beyond houses and all of that? So it's something that I think that individual need to really think about. And thank you for sharing. Now let's go to the young people basically because my mind is on the young people. Um, there's issue of goal, there's issue of greed, there's issue of success, and they don't even some of them don't even know the difference. And the age is and where we live now, the age we live in now is not about academic success. It's about what will you do with your life. So, why do academic environment often become major source of stress and anxiety, especially in our own climate?
Academic environments, universities, schools generally, they become major source of stress and anxiety due to combination of high stress high performance grade demand. They want everybody wants to be on GPA 5.0 so that at the end of the day they will be like, ah, I went through it, I came out with it. And the fact there is that our brain differs. Yes, I know that. Even the most brilliant person in life has only used about 25% of his brain. But then
Max.
that's the most brilliant person. But then this brain differs from each other. We don't, the extent at which my brain can achieve some things is quite different from yours. Some people might just pick up I have a niece. As a matter of fact, perfect example. They are twins, born same day, from the same womb, from the same mother. The first one can pick up a book, go through it like this, and know everything there. While the other one, she will have to read and read over and over again before she can get it. And such a child, we don't expect. Her father was worried, like she must be like the other one. I need to do something about it.
Very brilliant.
And I told him that no, we don't do that. The irony of it is that the one that doesn't really does is not really good academically. She loves to do house chores. She can handle anything in the house. But the other one, she cannot even, if you tell her, get me something on that table. She's seen that thing on that table, but she can never see it. She will be asking you over and over again, is it this? Are you sure this is what you want me to bring? She can bring 10 things before she can achieve that one thing you want her to bring.
I
So,
imagine.
and such children, imagine getting them to the university. And even while they were in school, the other one used to get, high academic performance. The mother will be putting much pressure on the other one. I told her, take it slow. She will get it with time. You can't compare. Because when they keep grinding that child, she will grow to hate herself because she will be like, why am I not getting it all the time? The stress will be upon her. And then she will not want to, anywhere the other one is talking, she will not want to talk because she will be like, oh, everybody knows that she's more brilliant than me. When exam comes, she will disappear. You will not just see her because she wants to really nail it and satisfy the parents and make sure that the academic part of her is so good that she will want to be more than the other one. That is a sure thing, so that at least the family can embrace her.
Give her recognition too.
Because yes, because she will feel like academic achievement is the only language of love in this house, which
Mm.
will really drain her. Any other thing, she doesn't even want to know. And that may affect her physical well-being. Her diet will be affected. Mental health, the stress of having to sit with one book over and over again. And then she might come down. The anxiety of examination is there on its own. The
Mm.
lack of support from the parents, sleep
Mm.
deprivation, anxiety, you know, cognitive malfunction will set in, which can easily lead to anxiety and more, to make it worse, depression.
Mm. So
Even
thank you
if it
very
is
much. I think
even if it is 2.0, even if it is second class upper your child has, celebrate each milestone. Those are the things that encourage children or young adults to move forward.
Thank you very much, but we do not know because particularly in our client, we used to think that academic success is the only thing that where you can prove your identity. Unfortunately, we place too much emphasis on higher mark and all of that. Meanwhile, who doesn't higher mark help, as they will say in the local language? How many first class people are actually succeeding in the real world of it? So I think that is these are some of the things that. But unfortunately, it's difficult for most of the parents to actually accept that, especially when they are seeing other children behaving, particularly on the prize giving day, and one person is collecting several awards, and your own child is, so you feel embarrassed as in exactly. Well, is it not the same class that the two of you are? Why is this? So now but let's move to the career side of it, because career is also, we live in an urban setting. Like for most of us who live in an urban setting, and those who even live in suburban setting to have career issue, career concern. So my question to you is, how does career uncertainty affect mental health, especially among the young people? Because if you leave university and you can't find a job in 1, 2, 3 years, or you are even in a career that you are not, you just want to be there just because you need money, and you just go just because you just want to mark the. I remember that one time like that, when my for my undergraduate degree, it was not what that I want to do, and but I shall manage to become the best student in the department, and the department want to retain me, but I know that I will be running mad if I take that lecturing, because I'll just be reading. So career wise, how does career affect uncertainty affect people, young people, and even adults?
Okay. Um, as I have said earlier, when you are doing what you don't get satisfaction in, it brings burnout, it brings stress.
Mm.
When I am employed in an organization where they are just giving orders, you have to you have 2 days to do this. You have 24 hours to present this to me. You have it it drains. No break. You get to work 6 a.m. Even when you say you are at home over the weekend, you are still working. You are still working. And that's just it does to our youth. It does not give them sense of purpose, sense of direction when they are always getting orders. They don't when you are doing what you want to do, nobody needs to motivate you before you carry out tasks. But when you are being forced in your career, you have to do this. It is not what you want to do. It is not how you want to do it. This profession is not even what you want to become in life, but you are
But you
being
need the
pushed to
money.
it. You need the now you are, for example, when I was a student, there's this doctor that was always coming to the ward frowning, always frowning, never smile. I've never seen that man smile. The guy, on the last day of his posting, he came in smiling on the ward and said that, do you know why I'm smiling today? He said, now I am free. I have my certificate now. I can go and give it to my father because
Mm.
I need to go for what I feel like doing. During that period of working, he experienced so much burnout. He's always the last to submit assignments. He's always the one that during presentation we are always scared. Even we as student nurse, we are always scared of him. The self-worth reduced. Even people see him as a doctor, but he has low self-worth. He was hopeless during that period of working as a doctor. He was hopeless. He had physical, even in his appearance, you will know that this guy is not doing what he wants to do because that is not what he feels like doing. The uncertainty of that particular job he's doing is not like what he really wants to align with. And let me tell you what he said he wants to go and do. He wants to be a bag maker. He wants to start producing bags.
Imagine.
We all smile. And career uncertainty has affected our youth in so many ways like that. Not just that guy I talked about now. You know, the social comparison, most especially on Instagram and Facebook and
Yeah, thank you,
TikTok.
because that's where we'll be going again. And I want, because
Ehen.
we'll be going on, so
That
the issue of social media is already
those
here.
social
People focus
media.
their image, and people think that they're
uh
already successful than they are. Meanwhile, when you meet them, you know that they are even far below where you are.
Exactly.
So the question is, what psychological impact does constant comparison fueled by social media has on individual now in this age?
Social media, I used to see it as a form of entertainment, not something you should
Take
measure
seriously.
your life with, because it is too fake. But then you see, it's really too fake. But then you will see a lady that you go to school together, secondary school, primary school, secondary school, university, and you
taking
see
picture with
her
big cars or houses
you see her on Instagram taking pictures, coming out, waking up from a
in
Versace
five-star
bed,
hotel.
waking up with flying everywhere and there, saying that I'm to Dubai today, to the US tomorrow, to I have a meeting by 1 o'clock in UK. You know, those kind of things. Don't believe them. They have actually regulated the youth's life, because they will be like, why can't I be like this person? Why can't I be flying as well? What is wrong with me? And it depresses, because you are seeing yourself as you are worthless. You cannot measure up to. Meanwhile, this particular person might just be as a matter of fact, he might just be in trench trying to form all those things, doing fake it till you make it. They
So
are not
okay, because of
measures.
our time. Let's go into the next question. How can somebody differentiate between pursuing their own goal and trying to meet the expectation of others?
This requires you to examine your own motivations, examine your
Okay,
feelings, examine what you can
okay.
align with, examine your goals, your core values, what you know that you can
Mm.
easily, and personal goals can fuel your motivation, can fuel the intrinsic part of you. So if you check all this, your personal goal, what motivates you, you can be able to differentiate between your goal and meeting other people's expectation. When you know what you want, nobody can tell you that you should go the other way around. Society, family, they cannot tell, even if you are doing it at first, but the moment you realize your purpose, you will have to realign yourself, come back to your goal, come back to the table, realign your career, come back and draw the table again and set yourself on it, so that you can, at the end of the day, it's just going to be you, nobody else. Whoever is going to be doing that, it is still you.
What you have stressed is self awareness. Just know yourself and know your purpose, and walk around, not around that. So this question is also important to us and to our listener. What are the common overlooked signs of burnout, anxiety, or emotional exhaustion that you have noticed in the course of your work that people don't pay attention to early before it degenerates into a bigger issue?
Okay. Fatigue. Fatigue, when you feel weak all the time, no motivation, can bring fatigue. Emotional imbalance, you are not even connected to what you are doing. Irritability, getting angry, all those bosses that you usually get
Mm.
angry, shout at you, bring, so many of them, they have issues, they don't even want to be in that environment, but because of the money they have to be there, they shout at you, those things. they bring you out, they cause burnout. By that, you want to fulfill their own purpose. You reduce empathy. You don't want to, you are just, you, in short, you just want to focus on whatever you want to focus on and forget about yourself. Those things, forgetting about yourself, physical, health wise, emotional wise, mentally, is going to really drain you. Physically, you might even forget to eat while trying to carry out some tasks. You might even forget to do makeup, to look good yourself while trying to fulfill tasks. Those things are things that, and at the end of the day, when you bring everything together, you realize that one day you will not be able to fulfill the task for real.
All right. As we round up with this, I like you to speak to this question particularly because it could come with a lot of solution. What are the coping strategies or mindset shift one can has, or people should push forward or should be able to work with, so that pressure without the this disengaging from their aspiration. So coping strategy that can help them deal with the pressures, the aspiration, and all of that. What can they do best to ensure that burnout is not part of their daily life?
Okay. This requires structured and cultural shifts. You need to be able to manage yourself. Instead, while doing that long hour job, give yourself 30 minutes break, relax. I used to say that 20 minutes sleep at work will not kill a job. And 20 minutes sleep as well will carry out a well functional 5 hours work, 5 hours task that will be so that you will get something tangible from it. 20 minutes sleep. Good eating habits is very important. Don't negotiate good food. When you are working and busy, you think of snacks and coke. Just give me soft drink and then snacks, I will be fine. Those are not healthy eating. Maintain good balanced diet. Rest is important. Even if it is 20 minutes exercise, please do. It's very important. It won't hurt. 20-minute exercise. When you wake up, take water, go for a walk 20 minutes in a day. It will not stop you from getting to that office on time. Sleep, good sleep. I mean 6 to 8 hours sleep in 24 hours. Your body needs it. You need to rest. And relate with family. Go for functions, attend parties. Those are the things that can relax us and make us feel good. By the time you face the work on Monday, you will feel energized.
Yeah, thank you very much for this, for what you have shared. Though sometimes I felt that I also feel that relating with family sometimes can put pressure on you, particularly where the pressure is saying you have not married. Where is your husband? Where is your this one? Where is that one? Relating with family can exactly. I think we should put a caveat on it. Trusted and exactly, somebody, family that not even trust a family that want your best and will always look for your best, because some family can really be a put pressure. Then I think that our culture need to begin to look at 20 minutes sleep within work. I'm not sure that that is allowed presently, but I'm not sure. But it's a good one that we have been speaking with mental health nurse Oluwakemi Oyewole. She's very passionate about this, and in one way or the other, I've had cause to relate with her, and I know she's very good at her work. She's available. You can reach out through us in case you need that. Our conversation have been around burnout and success. How do you manage the two? And as I close, pressure is actually born out of expectation, and like everywhere, but it's always everywhere. You need to make your decision to be the best for what you are doing. But your mental health is not a side note. It is the foundation of success and has no single script. And your life is not as a race against somebody. It is a race against your own purpose, like our mental exercise against your own purpose, not against comparison. You need to stand firm. You need to stay well. You need to begin to do the things you need to do that give you joy and all of that. All over again. Thank you, Mrs. Oluwakemi Oyewole, for your insight that you have shared. As we have known, our topic today have been burnout generation, chasing success, and losing ourselves. Thank you, everybody, for listening. Please don't forget to follow us on our social media platform. Or if there's an issue that you want us to raise, just send us a mail at info@difficultconversationafricapodcast.org. Thank you, and see you in the next edition.
Thank you for listening to this episode. For inquiry, please send an email to info@difficultconversationafrica.org. Telephone 0809 591. Please follow us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Difficult Conversation Africa. See you soon.